Okay, this is right up my alley. Orange Vise. I'm going to do the install, show you what it's about. The hope, I'm going to make a call after I finish this video. It's a little too early in California, but I'm going to make the call to get these ordered. And the guy who owns the company says that he can make it in OG blue, so I can swap out the orange. But I wore the orange shirt from the 1M giveaway to match the orange Vise here. That was by accident. I'm not that thoughtful. So this is a Vise that really fits what I was looking for to put in, on the Sonic array. It made even more sense to get a Vise now since I don't have the larger cabinet here in the way. And so what I've always been told, I don't know if I'm making this up, but if you're right-handed, the Vise should go on the right-hand side. I might be completely wrong on that. It might be if you're right-handed, it should go on the left-hand side. I'm pretty sure I'm right. That if you're right-handed, your Vise should go on the right-hand side of your cabinet setup. It really doesn't matter because this is where I'm putting it. And I just noticed I put this on upside down here, so I got to fix that. So, I thought I'd buy like a high-end Wilton or a Yoast or something like that and put it in here. I probably won't use it a whole heck of a lot. We have two Yoasts over on the other side, just some inexpensive Yoast mechanic vices that we use every day for assembling guns and wands and things like that. But about 17 people sent me messages, emails, DMs. You got to check this out. And so I saw the video and they were all 100% right. As soon as I saw the video of them, manufacturing this thing, my heart swelled and I knew I had to have one. So this made me get off my rear and go get a Vise for this location here. So I think they just came out with this. I think this company makes a lot of jigs and or jigs for the different types of machining, different types of CNCing, and they also started to make this mechanics type Vise or machinist type Vise for garages like mine where I have more money than sense. So I already told my dad, don't plan on using this thing because it's going to sit here and look pretty. And I might put like a piece of plastic or something in here. I'm going to wrap it in PPF or something. But seriously, this thing, just look at it, it looks the part. So a couple of things I lucked out on in this setup on Sonic cabinets. So those of you who bought Sonic cabinets are thinking about buying Sonic cabinets, but look how lucky we are. Boom. I don't have to worry about the drawer. We have about a finger's gap, so about a little bit more than half or a little bit more than a quarter of an inch of clearance with they have these little rubber stoppers here. Even I had actually had the stoppers on the wrong side. I had them both on one side and it's still cleared. So the magic of this is that in this location, so I don't have to worry about hitting my drawer or having it sit like this all the time. I can let it hang loose. So theoretically, mounting a Vise, the most practical place to put this is that I should put it so that I could turn the Vise. So I should be putting it over here so I could turn it and use it on both sides. I don't like how that looks. And I'm never gonna stand here on my, with my lift controller in the way. So although this is the best place to put it, over on the edge, I think I want to center it. I don't know. What do you think, Bryce? Am I going to look like a poser if I put it in the middle, just so that it looks the prettiest? So I guess if I leave it like this, it looks pretty sharp. I'm thinking about the 99% of the time that it's just sitting here. Oh, you guys, you real men are just blowing your stack right now. And guess what? I don't care. It's my garage. I'll do what I want. So, yeah, I think it's got to go here, because then I have more functionality with it for the one time that I might let somebody use it.
I think you're going to be using it a lot more than you think you are.
Yeah, I know.
Because when you have it here and it's available, you're going to be using it.
Yeah. I'll just buy a whole new head for it, or have like replacement parts if it gets scratched. Then Oh, I love messing with people. It's so much fun. So I'm gonna use the frickin' Vise, losers, so calm down. All right, yeah. What's it look like from over here? Yeah, it looks more legitimate when you put it in the right spot. I've got to flip the bottom bracket over. Okay, so we're gonna put it here. So let me get my measurement set up here. So if I'm off the edge, be roughly 2.5 inches. So if we go 2.5 inches squared off of the edge, let's just see if we can turn it. We got plenty of room, gap-wise, plenty of clearance in order to do it. So I think we go 2.5 and 2.5. Yeah. So we go 2.5, 2.5 square off the edge. And then I'll just leave it for cool factor like this. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know, we call this, this is not aluminum. It looks like it's billet aluminum, but it's not. I mean, I think the jaws are stainless. Sure feels like and looks like stainless. And then all of this is, I guess, is this, can they anodize steel? It looks like anodization.
I've only had anodized aluminum.
Same here. So I think it's anodized steel. I'm going to clarify all of this stuff when we do the formal, hey, I'm selling this video. I paid $900 for this, but I think that's more of an introductory price. I think you're going to be more than that. I think they're going to be around $1,200, $1,300 or something when it goes to bigger production on these. So if you want to beat me to the punch and you want one of them, you might want to get it quickly. But oh gosh, it's so smooth. Just the pure function of this is incredible. Let's see how far it comes out. Oh. But it seems, counterbalanced. Everything just feels like OG spec, Feels right up my alley. So, okay, so it stops. So our jaw distance, I should probably talk about all this after I mount it, is 4 3/4. So you got 4 3/4 width. The jaws are 5 inches in width. And of course, you'll be able to rotate it once we bolt it down. But man, it looks like it's pretty easily, disassembled and repaired. So you could take parts and pieces. I like how all of the bolts are hex bolts. So everything matches. So it looks like it's extremely serviceable. But man, you can even see like the machining, the CNC machining of the center shaft is just beautiful. Everything about this is just amazing. Clearly something made by a modern craftsman or engineered by a modern craftsman and then CNC'd to high precision. Okay, so the way that you take this or the way that you mount it, notice there's no like eye bolt mounting holes on the sides in order to keep that clean look. And so we have a 6mm set screw on the side here, which I've already loosened up. And so the way that you'd remove the vise from the base in order to mount it is to pull it up like so, and you can see the plunger, how it's designed or how it's set up to fix and rotate the vise. And then this has a reverse hex type. I guess you could really torque it down if you wanted to. It looks like some sort of special socket or tool. But I think that just mounting it by hand makes sense. And so everything in this is just really, just screwing this in, the threads are really precise. It just feels incredibly stout. All right, so our mounting holes, so you got the orange name on the side here. And so your mounting holes are recessed. And so putting in like a regular hex bolt isn't going to work because you can't tighten it down. And so what I did, since to keep the theme with all of the I guess I shouldn't say hex bolt. It's like a regular, whatever you call these things, regular. What do you call that? God dang it, Bryce! Just a bolt.
It's like just a hexagonal bolt.
Yeah. So the problem is you can't get a socket in there to tighten that down. And so I bought as in normal Mormon fashion, I bought about 50 different options. So I bought a 12-point. The 12-point could work because then you could fit a 12-point socket in there because the head is smaller. But in order to keep it looking like the rest of the vise, we're going to do some actual, whatever you call these, cap head bolts. Is that what they're called? I'm not doing so well on my names. So doing a rounded head could also work. Yeah, I think this is called a cap head. All these real men that are watching this Vise video are flipping their lids.
And it's hard to think of it on the spot. Okay?
They don't understand that. Okay, so which way should I do it? I think I should put the name out and the bolt in. The only thing I'm thinking is, so if I'm looking from this way, but it'd be a little easier to access.
How often will you have to access that bolt, though?
Never.
So, which way looks best to you?
Yeah, exactly. This way.
You have to do that maybe once every 5 years or something.
Yeah, or never. Yeah. The only time I'm gonna have to do it is when I move garages. Okay, so let's use. So I want to get this squared up and marked off so we can drill a hole in our really fancy countertops and cabinets. So we're going to do 2.5 inch off the edge of the cabinet in all directions. So is there a better way to square this other than just measuring it up? That's not going to reach either. Just punch. Just get a punch. Problem is, it's going to be centering that up because this has to be pretty precise. The other thing I could do is just mark it with a bit.
Just get a big enough bit to fit whatever hole that is.
Stainless, I'm probably gonna have to drill a little bit tighter pilot.
I'll get it marked and then just pilot it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Shoot, Bryce.
You removed the bit and it hit.
You're supposed to be holding it.
Holding the best of my ability.
God dang it.
Whoa. You're leaning all over the place.
I'm just gonna go through with the same hole. This might make it a little too big to be able to guide the bigger bit through. So the cap heads are 3/8. Got them from McMaster Car. And they're T304 stainless. I believe they're 304. I gotta go through 3 layers: stainless, wood core, and then the metal top. Luckily, the stainless tops are only a few $100 if I mess this up. Okay, let's make a big hole now. Don't be judging me, Bryce.
I just wanted to know so people know what size you're in.
Oh, I thought you were trying to catch me in a lie or something here. Let's let it cool off for a second.
Probably going too fast.
Yeah.
It's probably ruined right now, but
Yep. Well, I'm surprised this bit still held up because I was blowing through the rafters. Shoot, I needed to go like another millimeter. Dang it! I need to go like another. Is there a 3/8 in there? There isn't. Shoot. I killed it. I knew I should have taken my time. I knew this was going too smoothly. Sucker was dead. Surprised that bit made it that long. All right, let's find out how wonky I made my holes. So I'm gonna take this and then take our bolts. Something tells me we're gonna do a little bit of hammering here. Oh crap. This hole must have jumped. God dang. Okay, so now I really needed some more stout. These will be fine though, washers. Some heavy duty washers. We just got 3/8 fender washers and 3/8 traditional washers, and so what I'll do is just put it on like this. We'll hope we didn't destroy the threads on that one. Yeah, I'm glad I told you on the video that I wasn't gonna put it here in the corner, because it made me think it needs to go here in the corner. Yeah, these are SAE too, I think. Yep.
a rare moment in the garage.
Oh yeah, 9/16, not 5/16, 9/16. I'm kind of tightening down evenly so I get it. So these are 3.5 inch. I probably could have gotten away with 3 inch. I'd say that's pretty stout. Again, I don't want to go so tight that I pull through everything and really damage. That should be good. Especially since I'm never going to use this. It's just going to look real pretty. Okay. So you can see, I put it on straight. That's our set screw. So there's a little ball that comes in here and contacts our connection point on the vise. So then I'll just take this. Yeah, sick. So I'm gonna have it sit here like this most of the time. I guess you could make this, like if I was gonna use it, maybe I'll set this, lock this down, but most of the time just leave it loose-ish. I don't know, let's see what happens if it still rotates. Yeah, I mean, it locks down pretty quickly without. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it semi-loose, and then if I'm gonna use it, then I can rotate it into place and lock the vise down. Let's see, now I can come all the way out. I won't have it fall forward. And then again, if I was gonna use it here, I would simply tighten up my rotating screw or bolt and just leave it here like this. And that's why I'm glad I did some nice looking stainless cap heads, because you can see them when it's turned. That looks sharp. All right, let me clean up all these tools, get some beauty shots, and that's a wrap. So I need 3/8 and 1/2 inch bits. Ouch. Put this back in here. Get all my Chick-fil-A nuggies out of here. Oh man, it smells like some serious burnt wood in here. This darn garbage can is like the most amazing thing ever. Because we can put towels and pads in one, towels in another, garbage in the third. Awesome. What is all that? That's good. It's about the extent of the tools I'm going to be using this for. But oh, does it look good, and it feels good. Feels even better having it mounted. So that's a wrap. I got to make a call. Go get these in the store. I love it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Chasing more OG spec. This meets the definition. I'm excited. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.